Let's understand the cost function today. What is cost function? Basically, a cost function is a mathematical formula used in machine learning to evaluate how well a model fits the data. It measures the difference between the predictions made by the model and the actual values in the data. And the goal of training a machine learning model is to find the set of parameters that minimizes the cost function. Imagine you are building a house and you want to design the blueprint that best fits your needs and budget. So the cost function in this analogy would be a measure of how well the designed house matches your requirements. So say, let's take a simple example. Let's say you want to build a house with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a living room. So the cost function could be a simple measure of difference between the desired number of rooms and the actual number of rooms in the design blueprint. Let's say the desired house was having a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom and 1 living room. And if the design house also has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and 1 living rooms. So in this case, the cost function would be 0 because having the desired and design houses have the same number of rooms. So let's take a simple regression example then. In machine learning, the cost function is often used in regression problem where the goal is to predict a continuous value such as house price. And the cost function measures the difference between predicted value and the true value. So imagine you want to build a model to predict the price of the house based on its size. You have historical data with house sizes and their corresponding prices. So the cost function would be a measure of difference between the predicted price and the actual price. For example, if you have a data point with a house size of 2000 square feet and a corresponding price of $5 lakh and your model predicts the price to be $4,80,000. So the cost function would be the difference between the predicted and the actual prices, right? The goal of training the model is to find the set of parameters that minimizes cost function, resulting in a model that accurately predicts the house prices. So to understand this better, let's take a classification example. Now in the classification problem, the cost function is used to evaluate how well the model classifies the data. And the cost function is used to calculate the misclassification rate, which is the number of misclassifications divided by the total number of data points. For example, imagine you are building a model to classify emails as either spam or not spam. So the cost function would be the percentage of emails that are incorrectly classified. And the goal in this case is to find the model that minimizes this misclassification rate, resulting in a model that accurately classifies the emails into their respective categories. So to summarize this, we can say cost function is a way to measure how well a model fits the data. It's a crucial component of the machine learning process as it guides the model training and helps ensure that the resulting model is accurate and effective. So to understand this better, let's understand it using a Python code. So here we are taking a simple example that calculates the cost function for the linear regression problem using mean squared error. Now this function takes in predicted value and the true values as input. So in this example, we are using NumPy library for array function, and make sure you have NumPy installed by running this pip install NumPy. Then we will install NumPy and import the NumPy and define this cost function, that is the mean squared error. Now this function takes into two NumPy arrays, that is the true values and the predicted values, and it calculates the element wise difference between the true and predicted values, squares them and then compute the mean or the average of these square distances. This is called mean square error cost function. So suppose you have a true value and the predicted values as NumPy arrays, then you can calculate the cost function using this mean square functions. So this example simply demonstrates how to calculate this mean square error cost function in Python. And the cost function is a fundamental component in this machine learning models, and it is very crucial for evaluating the performance of the model during training. Thank you.